So as you can see, everything well organized, but this is just because yesterday we bought a ticket. Here we go, 3 hours driving from Hanoi directly to the small city of Along, which is the main hub where all the people are gathering to the different cruises that brings you to visit the huge Halong Bay, which is of course in front the small town of Halong, which is, I have to say, it seems like a nice place for a holiday. They advise us to choose a company like this just to have a better experience. So we have decided to spend a little bit more, and we are now just waiting that they finish all the boarding operation and all the paperwork to board the ship. There will be a small tender that from the main harbor here will bring us to our ship. The name of the company that they suggest us is Renea, and it costs us around $180 per person, and it's all included. You don't have to think to nothing. They serve you food, there are excursions, there are some activities in the boat, and it's basically 2-day and 1-night cruise, and that means that we're gonna spend 1 night aboard the ship, saving the cost of a room on the ground, giving us the chance to experience 1 night in this unique landscape, which has been twice recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1994 and 2000, and not to mention has been voted as the world's 7 natural wonders. Let's go to see the cabin of this beautiful boat or ship, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Room 203, or better, cabin 203. Let's have a look. There you go. We have a beautiful window, and we are just started, by the way, so this is just the beginning. There are still the harbor there on our back along the city, and we have 2 beautiful beds with the aircon and all this fancy decoration. And here we have the bathroom, you see, with a nice shower and everything you need. We have to spend 1 night here, and yeah, it's gonna be funny. And if you want to book this tour, don't worry, you will find the Getyourguide link, which is partner of this video, in my video description, where you can book directly the very same cruise that we are experiencing here. They are serving us tons of food, like fish, meat, vegetables. There are also some potatoes there, which are... Fuck, I don't see potatoes since really long time. So, and it's all good. And look at the view. One of the first activities that we decided to skip because honestly it was a little bit cold for us to canoeing around the limestone rocks. It was just shortly after the departure and it was around this beautiful landscape, but as I said, so we just decided to skip it and just chill out from the deck of the ship, enjoying the landscape, the nature that surrounded us. I saw many eagles flying around the area over the boat. Very relaxing, I have to say. The night has fallen in the beautiful poem 2. That's the name of this little wood boat that brings us around a long bay since today. And I forgot to film the dinner as always. But it's not so important with the darkness that we have around. It's time to go to sleep and we need to recover. It was a long day and let's see which day will be tomorrow on board of the beautiful poem 2. Good night. Well, I have to say that was something to wake up with that view. What a wonderful experience. Time for a nice breakfast, always with this wonderful view around us, and then getting ready for the last excursion of the tour. That's one of the 100 caves in the limestone rocks that you can find here in Along Bay, but only one of the few that it's open to the public. And it was a little bit overcrowded, but because it's a small place and it's a little bit inaccessible, and this cruise it's a little bit more expensive than the other cruises, it is still less crowded compared to some other big caves that you can visit around Along Bay, and that was a plus of this cruise that we really appreciate, because it was, yes, a little bit overcrowded, but very livable, so there were not so much people around, and the cave was not that big but very beautiful, and it was a great experience to breathe that atmosphere, and the guide tell us a little story of the very old cave that back in the day was a place to give shelter to the fishermen of the area, and it becomes now a very special area preserved in this natural reserve, and as I said before, also heritage of UNESCO. We just escaped the group for a few seconds because we discovered a little beach here. Obviously, we don't have time to explore, but here we are. The exploration of the small limestone island is over. It's time to get back to the ship, where we're gonna enjoy the final hours of the cruise, having lunch and just relaxing on the way back to the main harbor. We are already on our way back to Along. We visit that cave in the middle of the bay, and yeah, now we're gonna have another lunch, and let's enjoy the last hour on board of the beautiful Poem 2 before docking at the harbor and keep going to the next destination of our trip. In my opinion, if you are already in Southeast Asia, you should come to visit Along Bay because it's a great experience. Should you travel out of the world just to come here and take this cruise? Well, I don't know. That's an answer that I leave to you. Yeah, and the brunch goes on, so we have some meat, and this is another fish, some vegetables, rice of course, and salad with radish. Yeah, that's pretty good. The boat trip is over. We are back to the harbor in Along Bay, and we are ready for the next step. But the next step is gonna be for the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I hope to see you on the next one.